mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They're trying to get to it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. The option look. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for a gap, it's Young. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm right here, boy.
Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. The throw. That's caught. It's long. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown time!
You suck, Uncle Bro.
They take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. These guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they make big plays for them.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Cut, man. Suck.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sanders. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hayden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got the back in the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You suck, bro.
This guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Rolls it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll try to pop the draw. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And that play had no chance. And you self-pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Got it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Milroe. It's complete to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Scrambling away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a huge play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on.
He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to add another. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying play action. This time it's complete. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
He tries to take the top off. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fights off a defender. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that...
He paused the game. Ooh. My dad on the toilet, man. He bugging the shirt. Uncle Free. You want to know the day? I can send it again or something. I can. All right. Cause I know they got my. What, man? Right.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with 2 of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. That one bounds through the end. Be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the street.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Milrow. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but
nothing but green ahead. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bama! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Love. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Goes to the option. Ball's out. And the defense
Come on, bro, stop it.
Reverse skate.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here. It's goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Milrow. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Might be looking to run. He fires it out to the right. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Keeps the legs moving. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense has a second down play. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give and the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. And now the ball is knocked free. Defense covering it up. And
this might be a touchdown.
It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Across the 25. He's got room.
I'm gonna have it then.
Touchdown Tide. Hauled it in and just kept
He upstairs, man.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone
Yes!
just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
You throw it to the bottom.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. Still running at the 40. Delivers the contact. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Some misdirection with the counter.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This is a designed run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. To the air, it's Leonard. He's got it and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Now on the option. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Crosses midfield.
Man, you suck.
The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback keeps it. Shakes off the tackle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. calls his own number. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Fighting off the defender. He's not going to get short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that
Uncle
time.
Bob, you literally suck.
Physical moving forward, they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the option. The pitch. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
To throw, it's Milroe. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Off play action. Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space, it's Young. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
What, man? He upstairs. I don't need his help.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Hobbs it downfield. Complete to the left. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Here comes the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal thanks to the big fella.
Quarterback will keep it. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd
27-16.
The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. field for a touchdown, they can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage.
And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. On the ground with the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Keeps looking downfield. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's locked. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Defense.
Terrible, bro.
Going to be a turnover. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Uncle,
Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown.
Uncle Pre, ask me what the score is now.
The offense did exactly what it needed.
Ask me what the score is now.
Getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
What?
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see
Huh?
what they've got on second down from the 16. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Leonard.
Tell him I need my 52 cents, Jeff.
I just got another pick.
Touch on the return, but what a huge
He said, tell him get it back in blood. And he just quit. And he just quit.
I just text Murph to see if Murph